today's video, I'm going to show you basic, I would say fundamental massage techniques that will always be relevant, and without them I don't have a single massage. Each technique has its own meaning and function. After this massage, you will see the result immediately. But in order for the result to be long-lasting, it should be performed on a regular basis. If you ask how often, I would say everything depends on how swollen you are and your subcutaneous fat and so on. But on average, 2-3 times a week. In this video, I use grapeseed oil. And please don't forget to like this video so I know that my videos are useful for you. Okay, let's do first technique. Many people are already familiar with it. Warm the oil thoroughly in your hands. Try to keep your elbow parallel to the floor. Go up the front of your neck, then move to the corner of the jaw, and then down to your collarbone. I'll show you again. Move bottom up on the front surface of the neck. Then move to the corner of the jaw, and finally go down. The order in which this technique is performed is not accidental, and it was not invented by me. All motions here are in the direction of lymphatic fluid movement. By the way, lymph moves very slowly, only 4-5 millimeters per second. So the motions are very slow and smooth. In the area of the lower jaw, we have a large number of lymph nodes. So we don't forget about this area. And of course, we drain all the fluid here to the supraclavicular lymph nodes and perform this movement down only on the lateral surface of the neck here. Step 2. This is one of my favorite techniques that involves multiple muscle groups at once. This technique is mixed and includes lifting and osteopathic methods. Use your knuckles to lift all muscles upward. Involve the depressor muscles, engage the sagging jaws, try to collect all the excess skin if you already have any. Hold this position under the zygomatic bone. Lower your head forward and put enough pressure on the bone. Hold this position for as long as possible. And now move under your zygomatic bone to where it ends, right here. Turn your fist to a 90-degree angle and move towards your temples, creating a vibration. Okay, I will show you again. Hold this position under the zygomatic bone and move under your zygomatic bone to where it ends, right here. Turn your fist to a 90-degree angle and move towards your temples, creating a vibration. Actually, it's a tricky one, but it's worth learning. It's a very good technique. You can do it 3 or 4 times. So as I told you before, the result of after this technique you can see immediately. Step 3. As we age, our fat pads shift downward. Cheeks start to hang, sagging jaws appear, and the face becomes flat. This technique is great for putting fat pads back in place and tightening the cheek muscles. Use the ribs of your palms to make movements under the zygomatic bone. One hand immediately replaces the other. Do not let the muscles rest. Try to keep your hands along to the floor. Then the motions will be more accurate and effective. Do this until you feel warmth in this area. Let's do step 4, another one of my favorite techniques. Find the area of marionette lines and sagging jaws and massage in this kind of kneading deep strokes. Even though we are doing circular motions, we still apply a lot of emphasis on the bottom-up motion. You have probably noted that we do bottom-up motions. Go deep enough to feel the mandibular bone. After we have warmed up the muscles well, with the help of the knuckles, let's move all these warmed up muscles up to the zygomatic bone. Hold this position for a while and tilt your head forward a little bit. You need to put pressure on the zygomatic bone. And now, just below the zygomatic bone, move up to the earlobe and then perform an upward lifting motions while creating a strong vibration. The contact of your hand with your face should be very tight. Don't forget to tilt your head forward a little bit and put pressure on the zygomatic bone. And just below the zygomatic bone, move up to the earlobe and then perform an upward lifting motions while creating a strong vibration. You can do it 2 or 3 or even 5 times. It's up to you. And after this technique, you can also see very good lifting effect. Step 5. Here we work with the minor and major zygomatic muscles. They are located right here. When they are spasmodic, there is stagnation of the lymphatic fluid, swelling in the nasolabial folds. They are aggravated and overhang like this. We need to relax the attachment point of these muscles. Fix the muscles so they don't move back and forth. With your other hand, make deep brushing motions, not superficial, just remind you. Visualize that you are pulling the muscles from underneath your cheekbone. You can do both sides at the same time, but then the result will be worse and the motions will be more superficial. So we will do at one side first. And now use your knuckles to draw out all the excess fluid and tighten the muscles. This is a very effective technique. And now we do the other side. And I think you can see clearly how this side go up. Step 6. Now I'm going to show you the most working and effective method for the frown lines. The most important thing is to perform it correctly. Many of us do it not quite right and therefore do not see the result. So here we have the muscles that wrinkle the eyebrows and small triangular muscle. We need to make a very deep grip and take a big thick crease or fold. We need to involve these two muscles and work them on deep layers. Take a look at how to do this. Most people who do this technique on their own just take the skin and stroke it gently like this. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't make sense. You have to take the fold as deep as possible. Just like that. It's like turning it inside out. If you can't take the fold and it slips out from under your fingers, then degrease this area with a wipe. Then your fingers will not slip. It may be a little painful as this muscle is in a spasmodic state in almost all of us. Step 7. In order for you to wrinkle your forehead like this, to show emotions like I do, and yet not have a single deep wrinkle at rest, you only need to do 2 time-proved techniques. But do them on a regular basis. So put 2 fingers next to each other and make the deep rubbing motions. You should feel under your fingers not the skin, but all the muscles right down to the periosteum. Warm up your skin and even feel slight numbness. Go right up to the hairline. And After you have warmed up the muscles, made them more pliable, now we are going to work on the fascia. And I always tell you, when you work with the fascia, you need to put your elbow on the table. You need support. Otherwise, you can't move the fascia out of place. With this part of your hand, move from the bottom up to the hairline. It's desirable to grab your elbows too. Sorry, not eyebrows, I mean. It's desirable to grab your eyebrows too. The contact of the hand with the forehead should be very tight. If necessary, also decrease the skin of the forehead so that the hand doesn't slip. Only in this way you can forget about Botox and have a lively, natural facial expression. Step 8. Now the most familiar and time-proven lymphatic drainage technique that has been used for many years. This way we get rid of stagnant lymphatic fluid and toxins and stimulate a number of key lymph nodes. Create a tight contact between your hand and your face. In this way. Notice the thumb tightly hugging the entire hyoid area. Direct all the fluid to the parotid lymph nodes. If you have a very swollen face, keep in mind that every day this technique is better not to do, as the rapid outflow of fluid from the tissues threatens sagging skin. That's why it's better to do this technique at least every other day so that the skin and muscles have time to recover. Better safe than sorry. Fast doesn't mean better. Also work with the forehead and go down to the supraclavicular lymph nodes. Use the edges of the hands to gently stimulate them as you exhale. I do hope you enjoy this massage. Take care and bye for now.